I work at a hospital. I'm not a doctor or a nurse. I'm a technician. I look after the computers. Everyone uses them in the hospital. Nurses, doctors, receptionists, too. It's important that they all work properly, so that's my job. I start work at 8:30 in the morning. When I arrive, I find out if there are any problems. Sometimes problems happen in the night. The workers always go home at 9 o'clock in the morning, so I have half an hour to talk to them about any problems before they go home. I finish work at 5 o'clock, but usually I'm too busy to go home then. I can't leave when I am halfway through a job. Usually, I don't leave work until 5:30. Then, the roads are really busy, and it takes me 1 hour to get home, so I get home at 6:30. Lots of people at the hospital cycle to work because parking a car is expensive there. I tried cycling to work, but I didn't like it. I get too tired, and I hate cycling in bad weather. So I take the bus. That way, I can relax and read emails or listen to music on the way. My job isn't difficult. I can fix most problems easily, but it's not boring. Every day is different, and I have lots of colleagues, and I like talking to them. We often go out together after work. The biggest problem is my office. It's really small, and 3 other people use it too. I'd like a bigger place, but it's not possible. But I don't complain much. It's a nice job, and the pay is good, so I am lucky.
وبعد أن استمعنا إلى النص سنجيب على الأسئلة التي تتعلق بهذا النص. Number 1. Choose the correct answers. اختر الإجابة الصحيحة. Catherine works in a hospital. كاثرين كانت تعمل في مستشفى. What is Catherine's job? ما هي وظيفة كاثرين؟ Computer technician. هي فنية كمبيوتر. What time does she start work? متى تبدأ عملها؟ At 8:30 in the morning. في 8:30 صباحا. What time does she usually get home after work? متى عادة تعود إلى المنزل بعد العمل؟ At 6:30 في الساعة 6:30 مساء. How does she get to work? كيف تذهب إلى العمل؟ By bus. تذهب بالباص. Catherine thinks her job is easy. كاثرين تعتقد أن وظيفتها بسيطة وسهلة. Check the statements as T or F. علينا نضع حرف T للإجابات الصحيحة و F للإجابات الخاطئة. Number 1. Catherine did not like cycling. كاثرين لا تحب الذهاب للعمل بالدراجة. Yes الإجابة صحيحة. Number 2. Lots of people at the hospital cycle to work because there is no parking cars. العديد من الأشخاص يذهبون للمستشفى ركوبا بالدراجة لأنه لا يوجد هناك مواقف للسيارات. No الإجابة خاطئة. Number 3. Catherine dislike her office. كاثرين لا تحب مكتبها. Yes الإجابة صحيحة. Catherine's office is large. No الإجابة خاطئة.
Hi Mustafa, how are you?
Hi Wasim. Yes, I'm fine apart from I hurt all over.
Why? What happened?
I joined the gym.
But you aren't supposed to hurt yourself when you join a gym.
I know, but the personal trainer told me to do 20 minutes on the running machine, and then we did 40 minutes on the weights. It felt fine while I was doing it, but now I can hardly move.
Why did you join the gym?
Well, I've put on a lot of weight, and I wanted to lose it.
And what's the gym like?
Oh, it's really good. They give you a full health check free when you join, and you can have a personal trainer if you like.
What are the classes like? I want to join a cycle class because I want to get fit. I've heard cycling is one of the best ways to strengthen your heart and burn calories. and I'm so unfit. I have to do something.
Why don't you join?
But do they have any cycle classes?
I think so. I'll check the website and get back to you. Maybe we could go together.
Yes, that's a good idea.
Okay, I'll text you or email you tomorrow with the information.
Fine.
Bye.
Bye.
وبعد أن استمعنا إلى النص سنقوم بحل الأسئلة التي تتعلق بهذا النص. Choose the correct answer. اختر الإجابة الصحيحة. Number 1. وسيم joins the gym to get fit. وسيم أصبح يذهب إلى النادي الرياضي كي يزيد من لياقته. Number 2. مصطفى joins the gym to lose weight. أما مصطفى فيذهب إلى النادي الرياضي كي يخسر وزنا. Number 3. The trainer told مصطفى to do 20 minutes on the running machine. المدرب أخبر مصطفى بأن يقوم بعمل 20 دقيقة على جهاز الجري. Number 4. The trainer told مصطفى to do 40 minutes on the weights. أيضا المدرب طلب من مصطفى أن يعمل 40 دقيقة على الأوزان. Number 5. وسيم can have a personal trainer when he joins the gym if he likes. يمكن لوسيم أن يحصل على مدرب خاص إذا التحق بالنادي الرياضي إن كان يحب ذلك. Number 6. مصطفى will text or email وسيم about the cycle classes. مصطفى سيقوم بإرسال إما رسالا أو بريدا إلكترونيا لوسيم ليخبره عن حصص الدراجات. ننتقل إلى number 2. Put T for true or F for false sentences. سنضع حرف T إن كانت الإجابة صحيحة و F إن كانت خاطئة. Number 1. مصطفى thinks the gym isn't really good. مصطفى يعتقد أن النادي الرياضي ليس جيدا. No، الإجابة خاطئة. Number 2. A free health check is given when you join the gym. هناك فحص للصحة العامة مجانا يعطى عندما تلتحق بالنادي الرياضي. Yes، الإجابة صحيحة. Number 3. Cycling is one of the best ways to build muscles. الدراجات هي أفضل الطرق لبناء العضلات. No، الإجابة خاطئة. Number 4. مصطفى will check the website about having cycle classes. مصطفى سيقوم بفتح الموقع ليعرف إن كان هناك حصصا لركوب الدراجة أم لا. Yes، الإجابة صحيحة.
Mount Hood is the highest mountain in Oregon, a state in the western United States. At 3,400 meters, it is an irresistible draw to hikers looking for a challenge. Inevitably, some of these hikers run into trouble. Each year, 25 to 50 people have accidents or get lost on Mount Hood and require rescue. Although most of these are understandable accidents, a few result from reckless risk-taking. In one recent case, 3 experienced climbers went hiking in the middle of a snowstorm in December with minimal gear. Most hikers climb Mount Hood in May or June when the weather conditions are favorable. But in December, the mountain is covered in snow and ice. Winds up to 135 kilometers per hour whip the snow around, making it difficult to see. Temperatures can drop below freezing. As one rescue worker put it, "What were they thinking? They were just asking for it." There is growing frustration in the community towards such risk takers and the danger they put the rescuers in. During a rescue a few years ago, a helicopter full of rescue workers crashed, and the rescue workers narrowly escaped being killed. Linda Carl, who lives in the Mount Hood area, asks, "If someone made a poor decision, why should rescue teams have to risk their lives to save them? Why are people tempted to take unnecessary risks and do things that aren't right if they know that they can get into trouble?" Most of the Mount Hood rescue workers are either volunteers or part of the local sheriff's department. There is no charge for these rescues. It is the taxpayers who pay the bill. Some have begun to suggest that people who take irresponsible risks and require rescue should be charged for the rescue. They feel it is only fair that costs for things like damaged helicopters and medical care for rescuers be paid for by the people who took the risks. What would you do if you were the local sheriff at Mount Hood?
بعد أن استمعنا إلى النص سنقوم بالإجابة على هذه الأسئلة. Number 1. Put T for true sentences or F for false one. علينا أن نضع حرف T إن كانت الإجابة صحيحة و F إن كانت خاطئة. Number 1. Mount Hood is 1,300 meters high. ارتفاع جبل هود هو 1300 متر. No، الإجابة خاطئة. Number 2. Each year 25 to 50 people require rescue on Mount Hood. كل عام هناك ما بين 25 إلى 50 شخصاً يحتاج إلى إنقاذ في هذه الجبال. Yes، الإجابة صحيحة. Number 3. December is one of the best times of year to hike on Mount Hood. شهر ديسمبر هو من أفضل الأوقات في السنة لتسلق هذه الجبال. No، الإجابة خاطئة. Weather conditions in December are mild. الطقس في شهر ديسمبر هو متوسط. No، الإجابة خاطئة. Number 5. During one rescue workers in a helicopter were killed when it crashed. خلال إحدى عمليات الإنقاذ أحد المنقذين في الهليكوبتر قتل عندما اصطدم. No، الإجابة خاطئة. Currently, taxpayers pay for Mount Hood rescues. حالياً فإن دافعو الضرائب يدفعون في عمليات الإنقاذ على هذه الجبال. Yes، الإجابة صحيحة. ننتقل إلى number 2. Choose the correct answer. اختر الإجابة الصحيحة. Most hikers climb Mount Hood in May or June. معظم المتسلقين يتسلقون الجبال هود في شهر ماي أو شهر جون. Number 2. In December, the mountain is covered in snow and ice. في شهر ديسمبر فإن الجبال تغطى بالثلوج. Number 3. Mount Hood is the highest mountain in Oregon, a state in the United States. إذن جبال هود هي أعلى جبال في أوريغون في الولايات المتحدة الأمريكية. Number 4. During a rescue a few years ago, a helicopter full of rescue workers crashed. خلال عمليات الإنقاذ في السنوات الماضية كان هناك اصطدام للهليكوبتر الممتلئة برجال الإنقاذ.